Okay.
I love the look, Lava. I love the
Yeah,
look.
you.
And you need to come down a little
I was
bit.
gonna say, yeah, move your
I know.
camera
I'm
down
fixing
a
my necklace.
Oh,
Oh, you're kind of.
I was like, is she frozen for anybody else?
Yeah, I think she was kind of looped out. Yeah, your connection is
I'm
not the greatest.
I'm fixing my necklace. Can you hear me?
We can't even
You're
see your necklace. That's how high your camera is. That's
exactly.
what
We
we're
like
saying.
seeing
I know
your
that.
nose.
I didn't.
It's up your nose.
I know.
But you know, when she was like this, it was giving Donna Summer, love to love you.
Yeah. And then you got the luscious, luscious lips, baby.
I know, with the
with the
lips
hair
and the
and the
hair.
lips.
Oh. My mom had every Donna Summer album, so I grew up on that.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. She had the live album that did a fold out. It was so pretty.
I watched her. I guess it was a documentary. I don't know if it was on Netflix, Hulu.
Yeah, I saw it.
It was good. It was.
I thought it was a little boring.
I mean, how much life? What you gonna find in there?
But it's like she had no tea. She had nothing really interesting happen to her.
That's back in
Like,
the day.
it's gotta
Like
be
Tina
drama.
Turner. I don't know if you watch Tina Turner's documentary.
Yes, but it's gotta be
good.
drama for it to be
It was
good. Like
good. It
they're
was
just
just
telling you
riveting.
the girl's life. Like this is what happened.
It was a little dry. The Bee Gees documentary was excellent. Did you watch that one?
Yeah, because they on cocaine and all that. That's what made it interesting, right?
Okay. If you're gonna do a documentary, have a story to tell.
Give us something.
So I can't talk about myself if I ain't jump off a bridge
No.
and all of that
You
stuff.
just sitting at home watering your garden.
Streaking Manhattan and all.
She was always at home in her garden.
You wanted Donna Summer to be tooting and be beeping.
Be beeping.
Bad
Kind of
girl.
was. She was a little bit of a bad girl.
Talking about this. She had real spicy music, so you would have thought she lived a spicy life. I'm so tired of that garden. A different picture of her in my mind, you know.
And any day now. Any day.
Okay,
now.
okay.
Any day.
But you're really giving Donna Summer tonight, Lava.
You are.
Yeah, I know Joe gonna put all this into the episode.
I already pressed record, so it's all in. It is all in. That takes away from your 7 hours of this video.
That's why I didn't put that many pictures in.
Thank you. Because I ain't editing for 7 days. Lava, are we ready?
I'm ready.
You good? Okay. Bad girl.
Thank you, Entrees.
Bad girl.
It was
Toot, toot.
the highest compliment.
Toot toot. Hey. Beep beep.
She's one of the goddesses.
Toot toot. Hey. Beep beep.
All right, let's tune on into this episode.
Really, I was like, for somebody who was complaining, Joe, you sure is egging it on out. Like, girl.
You're stretching it as long.
Alicia doesn't even know who we're talking about. Joe.
Okay. Thank you.
Right. Me and the audience are both
You're
like,
still looking for a friend.
No, me and the audience are both like, can we get to these topics? Okay.
All right. Hello and welcome back to Date with the Divas. If this is your first time with us, welcome. And if you are returning, well, thank you for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Click on that subscribe button. And don't forget to like our videos. And don't forget to hit on that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest and greatest videos. Now, because we've been, talking for so much and y'all saying I'm talking too much, so grab your beverage of choice, please, because we coming with fire.
All right, and I'm here to give y'all that fire. So I gotta say, Met Gala was this past Monday, and I've been obsessed with the looks. So that's all it's gonna be into that Met Gala. So for my first slide, I have all my sources because I got so many sources from not just like websites. I was watching little Instagram videos and stuff. So I wanted to be sure to throw everything out there. So there are all my sources. I've used bits and pieces from all of these different sources. Thank you so much, Alicia. All right, so let's get into it. First, let's talk about the event theme and kind of the history behind the theme. The theme was Superfine, tailoring Black style, and the dress code was tailored for you. So this is, of course, to support the Met Gala fashion exhibit that'll be up until October. Man, I hope I get to see it. And this exhibit was actually inspired by a book by Professor Monica L. Miller. It is, and her book is called Slaves to Fashion, Black Dandyism and Styling of Black Diasporic Identity. Monica Miller is a professor and the chair of African American Studies at Columbia University. And fun fact, she was a guest curator for the event, and she's a guest curator for the exhibit. And she is the first guest curator in was it nearly a decade?
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Right. So the person who is in charge of curating the exhibits now has not chosen to have a guest curator until he hired Professor Miller. So I think that's really big.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that is beautiful. And so this year's co-chairs were Coleman Domingo, F1 driver Lewis Hamilton, A$AP Rocky, Pharrell Williams, of course, along with Anna Wintour. LeBron James was a honorary chair, but he didn't make the event. One, due to a knee injury, and two, if the Lakers would have kept going, it would have been playoffs anyway. So he was never really going to be able to make the event. So I guess that's why they made him an honorary chair. His wife did attend the event.
And Diddy was there in spirit.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know if we want that spirit.
Come on, y'all. This was Diddy night. Diddy is a true.
I'm sorry.
Dandy.
He would have showed it out too.
He's a dandy. Come on, y'all.
I guess I
gotta give him his props.
Don't take that from him.
All that aside, that's true. And this year's Met Gala actually raised a record-breaking 31 million. That's the most in the 77-year history of the event. So people showed up and showed out. Just a fun fact.
What does the money go to? These
it goes to the Met. It goes to upkeeping the Met Costume Institute and their costume exhibits. So the Met is the museum, the Metropolitan Museum of Arts, and so that gala was started to raise money and funding for that costume. That costume leg of the exhibit. So individual tickets were 75,000. Tables went for 350,000. Usually a 10-person table, and those are usually purchased by fashion brands. So when you see these celebrities walk in with their designer and they're sitting with all these, we feel like it's random people. It's really, maybe Louis Vuitton brought that table or whatever. So a little bit more into the history. What is a dandy? So I found this information on
y'all read the romance novels, y'all know what a dandy is.
Oh, I'm over here stuck in my YA, so yeah, no, I didn't know. A dandy is someone who takes pride in their appearance, think sharp tailoring and bold flair. Black dandies became a form of quiet rebellion in the 1700s when Black men wore European tailoring to assert freedom and challenge racial hierarchy. So early examples of dandies would be W.E.B. Du Bois, Zora Neale Hurston, Alan Lockheed, and then more recently, the late Andre Leon Talley.
You really did your homework, girl.
Yes, that's why I say I was up here doing this research.
Editing, girl.
And so I really wanted to get into that so that we can kind of understand where the looks came from. Because a lot of the looks, or at least a lot of the looks that I tried to pick or that I was interested in it. Because spoiler alert, I was telling everybody before we started recording, I didn't even get to put in all the looks that I liked because I got to doing these notes and I was like, okay, I'm 2 hours into doing these notes. How long is this show going to be? So if you guys are, and I say you guys as the viewers, our entourage, if you're interested, go check out the looks. They're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
In Style, Essence magazine was covering them heavy. Some really great looks with some really, a lot of them had some good historical references too. We kicked off the night, and Alicia, you can bring up the picture now of the boys' choir. So usually there's entertainment inside, but they kicked off this night with a gospel choir. I didn't catch the name of the choir. I don't know if anybody else caught the name of the choir. And they were on the carpet singing "Ain't No Mountain High Enough." So of course,
I
dressed to
caught
the
this
nines.
live. It was beautiful.
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
Because it was
dressed to
on
the
the live feed.
nines. Yeah, they sounded amazing. So
They
it
had
was
choreography. It was
yeah,
beautiful.
Oh,
it was
nice.
a good way to catch up to kick off the night. I didn't see the whole thing, but I saw some of the like them walking and singing and things like that.
And I will add that all that creative director behind all of this good stuff represented from my Zoes,
Mhm.
from my Haitian people, Renee Lewis.
Oh, okay.
Renee Lewis was the
Renee,
artistic director, creative director behind all of this.
okay, Renee Lewis. I'm gonna have to look her up. Okay,
Sorry,
thank you.
Alan Renee. No, it's a guy. Alan Renee Lewis.
Oh, okay. Alan
He's a guy.
Renee Lewis. Okay, I'm gonna have to look him up. That's I'm always interested to know like who's behind the scenes and things like that. So we're gonna get into our first looks. We got Coleman Domingo, and so I mentioned that a lot of the looks had a historical reference. So this cape that Coleman Domingo is wearing, he's on the right of your screen, with kind of a nod to a 2011 look that Andre Leon Talley did on the Met Gala red carpet. So we had that was kind of his first look, Coleman, and then the next
I think I
slide
love that.
Yeah.
is the unveiling. And so with the unveiling, he is wearing a suit by Valentino.
Nice.
I love this look. I
love
wish we
it.
had a full
Yeah.
shot. This was
This was
perfect.
gorgeous.
Yeah, I like all the little
Yeah.
details and the
Yeah,
pattern jacket.
the pattern. Yeah.
Mhm.
But I mean, I'm loving it. I love it, but this is
But
him. This is him on a Tuesday. Like,
So-
you know what I'm saying?
that's
So you're
true.
saying,
That's
Joe, that he
true.
could have done better.
That's just the
moved around
beginning.
more.
That's exactly just the beginning. Just a normal day. Just a normal day.
Exactly. But no, he looks gorgeous though.
I
Gorgeous.
just
Yeah,
I
most
do
I
definitely.
wonder.
loved it.
I wonder if like the co-chairs like weren't supposed to show up everybody else. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I did
'Cause-
not love the Andre Leon Talley tribute. I didn't like that at all.
yeah, it's acquired taste. It's very, very fashionable, very high fashion,
I
very
didn't feel like
an
it was
art
high
piece.
fashion. I
I-
felt like Andre Leon Talley was high fashion. This was just like a
Yeah, I
cape.
wonder if people actually got that it was a tribute to him right away, or did he have to say it to everybody or
I
something?
honestly wouldn't have got it if I hadn't seen that picture.
I would have caught
That's
some.
not right.
Well, when I saw it, I caught the like because of the
Mm,
blue. I was just
okay.
like, wait a second, this looks familiar.
But I
Can you go
haven't
back,
been.
Alicia, to the side by side?
Mhm.
See, Andre, that's giving fashion.
I like Coleman's better.
I don't.
I feel like Andres is just like a little bit bulky and like raincoatish.
I feel
Well,
like Coleman's
didn't
just
they
like
mention like something like with Coleman Domingos was like one it's supposed to be kind of looking what is it?
Regal?
The gospel.
I
Oh,
feel
that's
like
what I
a
thought
choir
too.
robe. Coleman's Domingos look like a choir robe.
Oh,
That's what
gospel.
I thought. I was like, oh, did it correlate with the gospel choir?
I thought he
And
was trying to
then-
look like King George or something.
No,
Okay.
and then I want to say, and I could be wrong, but you know, Entourage, you'll correct me. But I believe the top portion, the white portion, has something to do with slavery. But I can't remember.
If we looked
Okay.
into it, we probably would find that.
Right.
Okay.
We probably would find that.
I
But
But I
Actually,
agree.
it looked
Still,
like
I
nothing.
still agree with Antrice.
I don't care. I honestly don't really like either of them personal taste, but I like Coleman's better than Andres.
What were you gonna say, Antrice?
I just felt like it was a little drab. Whereas Andre is giving you grand. Like I'm sure going up the stairs, that was a moment.
Mhm. And maybe from a better
Could it be
angle,
the
'cause
poles? Maybe.
I was gonna say a lot of the stuff. Sometimes it's like it's got to be a certain angle that you see it at.
Yeah, some of this stuff, when you see it in movement, it gives a
Mhm.
much different
Yeah.
effect.
Okay. True.
Because right here, Andre Talley looks like he just closed the jacket and was
Mhm.
like, "Who me?"
Or he's about to open it. Yeah.
Right.
So
And Coleman Domingo just looks like he's sitting there on the pew.
One of the other co-chairs is Lewis Hamilton. So he's the F1 racer. I was not familiar with him.
Mhm.
But he's very
Actually,
cute. So
yeah, he
he gets
is
to be with
cute.
me. I'm like,
I saw a picture of him standing next to Coleman Domingo, and I was like, oh, that's probably his date.
oh
And
no.
then I was like, oh, well, I should get a picture of all the co-chairs. And I was like, oh, that was him. So I think he looks very good, but
Bullfighter, exactly, because you
yeah,
see, and then
Bulldog.
the
Well,
pants are kind of short.
well,
maybe that was like a historical reference for
Yeah.
him.
I
right.
was gonna say,
The tassel that's on
Mhm.
this edge here has like some shells and some pearls and what
Yeah.
have you. And this is like, I guess, African royalty. They would do those embellishments
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
on there, you know. But I like the brooches that he has on.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so do I.
If you had a closer picture of that tassel, you would see it's really pretty.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like
So,
that.
yeah, he looks good. I like it.
Yeah,
And
I like
But
that
again, I
too.
feel like he could have done more. That's why I was just like looking at all the co-chairs. Even Anna Wintour, I didn't put a picture of her, but I saw her being interviewed on the red carpet, and I was just like, oh, maybe because she's going to be interviewed, she wants to be
She's
comfortable.
always very understated.
Exactly. Very. I don't.
Oh,
Yeah.
And you know what?
always
This might
is.
be more for him, Arnita. I mean, to me, this is enough. I mean, you don't want to do, not everything deserves to be, so overly the top
What is
all
the
the time.
Met
Like,
Gala?
subtlety is key.
Is
Huh?
the Met
just
Gala
just
like
like you might have said, Mark, like you were saying, like I'm the host, so I don't really
right?
have to go too much because I'm expecting everybody else to show up and show out. Maybe I don't.
Right. Give everybody else their moment, possibly
But
type
you know,
thing.
Zendaya did a look very similar to this, and she was in my top 5.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
But yeah,
her.
but didn't
Zendaya
Zendaya
was
and
so good.
another actress have similar looks too?
Yeah.
Kerry Washington had all white. She was inspired by classic Diana Ross. She
Yeah,
had
but
a
I think it was an Asian actress who had a
okay.
similar white outfit as Zendaya as well.
And
Yeah, a
she
lot of
came,
them went with this all white look.
Mhm.
but I like this cream color look.
Yeah, he is a cutie. Somebody said that. Maybe I'll start watching F1 racing or something.
Yeah, right.
He was styled by Grace Wales Boner. Our next co-chair, we have Mr. ASAP Rocky. ASAP Rocky actually designed his suit himself.
I was gonna say this is another Tuesday for him too. He's just like Coleman. They always have this eccentric style. So
And I know he's a rapper. I see pictures of him with Rihanna, so I didn't really, really realize he was such a style icon or, considered so. I had forgot that I think I had heard that he was co-chair when he was elected or selected or however it goes, but I had forgot. But ASAP Rocky is there because he partially because he was able to beat his case of shooting his friend.
Oh, stop.
Well, I bring it up because of his accessory. His umbrella is shaped like a gun. Ladies, is that
is
is
it
that
shaped like
doing
a
a
gun?
bit too
It doesn't
much?
look like it's shaped like a gun to me.
It's the I should have got a closer picture. I don't know if you can zoom in, but the top of it is a gun.
Right there.
Yeah. So I mean, is this in poor taste? Is this kind of just rub it
The
in?
bad boy. I mean, I think it's fine. I'll
I
allow
like
it.
I like the jewel embellishments on there. It looks nice. I think he looks
Okay.
great. But again, like somebody mentioned, I think this is another Tuesday for him because
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, somebody was me. For the 15th time is me.
thank you, at least.
I was
Give
like,
you
Alicia
credit.
said it. Alicia said it. Okay. So Antrice will allow the gun.
Allow the gun.
Yeah.
And we can't talk about ASAP Rocky without talking about Miss Rihanna because she showed up on the carpet, of course, impeccably dressed.
I thought it was a dud.
Too.
I do too, Andrea.
She had,
in that
as
back.
ASAP Rocky put it, she had to cover that baby bump. He told.
Could have
he
done
kind
it in style.
What's this behind her? This is ridiculous right here.
I think it's supposed to be like the jacket, like
Yeah.
It is the
tied around
jacket.
her waist.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
where is let's see.
So the back is kind of like a bustle, but then it's like a suit jacket that's wrapped around.
Wrapped on her. Yeah.
So if you look in
Right.
the front, it's a button, but then in the back, it's tied. Like the arms of the suit jacket is
okay.
Right.
Tied. And that's the shoulder. What you see, that big bump is the shoulder
If
If you
portion.
look at the front, like the front, the cravat that she has in the front, it's
Mhm.
really cute.
And I liked her
Not like
tie.
this at all. I didn't.
But
Okay,
it is Marc
you know,
Jacobs.
I've
While we're
got
tearing it up,
Right.
it's Marc
Her.
Jacobs.
Yeah.
I
But no, go
hated
ahead,
all
Mama.
of Marc Jacobs. Marc Jacobs dressed everybody, and I hated every look that he did.
Oh,
Yeah, they picked
okay.
around.
Maybe
This one's definitely
he
a
was
winner.
This
running
one
out of
to me
things to
is
do.
looking like a suffragette.
Yes,
Look.
yes.
It's the
You
hat.
know, can I tell you, Mama, I waited all night for Rihanna. There were two
Mhm.
ladies that I had to see. I was not going to bed or turning my TV off. Kim Kardashian and Rihanna. Rihanna was the last person to show up, and this was such a disappointment to me.
Yeah.
Wait, she showed up after Lauryn Hill?
She was the last
was
person
the last
to
person.
arrive. She was the last to arrive.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I did not think it was worth the wait. I just thought this was, talk about any given Tuesday. Like this.
She
I
looks better
expected
than
more
this
too.
any given Tuesday.
The outfit is creative, but it's not one of my favorites.
Yeah, I think there is that kind of with some of them. It was like we ran out of things to do. How do we make this
Different.
How do we make
yeah.
this a statement, and how do we make it different? So it was like I could do without the extra butt, without her holding the extra man on the back.
Right.
She should just put one of the kids in there, honestly.
Dang.
That's wrong.
But yeah, I had to veer off from the co-chairs. I was like, can't talk about ASAP Rocky without talking about Rihanna. Congratulations to them on baby number 3. And then we'll go to our last co-chair who was there for the evening, Mr. Pharrell Williams, who is the creative director of Louis Vuitton. So he designed his own suit. And I didn't know this when I got this picture, but I saw a close-up later on. I just didn't see a good still close-up picture, but he has like 1,000 pearls.
Yeah, it's supposed to
Oh,
be
really?
I heard him speak about it. It's supposed to be pinstripe, but he did pearls.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
beautiful.
Really
Close up.
beautiful when you see it
Yeah.
in movement.
Yeah, and I guess that's a lot of it too. Is like some of these pictures are not capturing these things at their best. We'll see. But let's go on to some other looks that were designed by Mr. Pharrell. Doechii, I believe this was her first Met Gala, and this is one of the looks that pulled from a historical reference. She pulled from Jolie Sobeys. So he was, and I'm sorry, I don't know if I said that right, but he was a slave turned to a free man. He was profiled in the book Slaves to Fashion that I mentioned earlier.
Hated it.
What, you hate it?
I don't like this at all.
You know,
Is it the short Trees?
I just think it's blah. It's like
I think they could have
what are we
done
doing?
better. Like if they created the pants to be just like
Just
a
flare
bed-
legged.
Oh, not even flare, but when they
When they tapered in at
they
the
tapered in.
Oh,
and
tapered.
I
Oh,
like
okay.
these shoes. I wore these
At the
shoes.
knee.
These were the shoes we wore in Catholic school. You know,
Yeah.
But
You know,
I
it's
was
funny,
thinking,
they caught her on a hot mic moment. Did you guys hear about that?
yes,
No.
yes,
Rating her staff because
Yes.
she
Yeah.
wanted them to hold up umbrellas
an umbrella.
to her when she was walking through the hotel lobby, and she's like yelling at them. And everybody was like, for this? Like, this needed umbrellas? Like,
Right.
Oh yeah, because she walked out. When I saw a video of her walking out, well, you can tell it was her because there were not only umbrellas, but there were clothing racks.
yes. It was
surrounding her with shoes.
Around her, yeah.
She wanted to do a reveal, but it's like, what are you revealing here?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's too much, too many patterns for me. And I know that's Louis, that's, they brand everything, they put their pattern on everything, but it's too many patterns for me. I do really respect the historical element of it, but I think like Joe said, if they would have kept true to the 1700 pants and really tapered them in instead of making it shorts, maybe
Or skirt, maybe.
A beautiful skirt,
a long skirt.
like a skirt that's like
that's what I was
flowed
thinking
out.
too. A skirt float, yeah.
Right. A little childish, I don't know.
Well, Doechii's not exactly the most mature of them.
This
And I was
needed
like,
to be on a 6-foot model if it was going to ever work, I feel.
Yeah. And then plus it's the first time. So you're not gonna always hit, when you knew you need to kind of
Well,
find your
people
footing.
loved it though. People loved it. For me, I'm with Artrice on this one. It's not one of my favorites.
I just really respect the historical reference, but
Yes.
not one of my favorites. Next we have Sabrina Carpenter in Louis Vuitton. I love this look. I saw Sabrina doing a little interview on the red carpet, and she was talking about working with Pharrell to design, or how he designed this look, and he looked at her and said, "You're quite short, so no pants for you." But when
That's what she always does.
I was gonna say, when I've seen
typical for
her,
her.
I've always
That's
seen
how
her
she
in a
dresses.
bodysuit or
Right.
a little dress or anything. But I thought this was really cute. What'd y'all think?
I don't love it.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
about to say it looks kind of typical, like the top of a wedding cake type of typical type of for the top part, It's
Not she looked like a wedding cake topper.
I like
Oh,
the
dang.
snatch waist. I like
Me
the
too.
long tails. I
Me
really
too.
like that. Although it's not for me enough,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not
Yeah, it's not enough.
it's not a Met Gala. Ooh,
That,
wow.
and I could see that. I could see that. I think they were trying to do it with the tails,
Yeah,
but
I like
they
it though.
literally
I think
fall flat.
I think it's like you said. I like the snatch waist effect and the high collar, but it's nothing. It's just like your typical. It's
Like she's ready to go on
nice.
stage and sing a song, you know what I mean?
Right.
Right. Yeah. All she's missing is a top hat, basically. Is all she's missing
Yeah,
is that
it's
hat.
given very ringleader at the circus.
Mhm.
Guys are wrong.
Not
I see
dandy.
it now. I still like it, but yeah, maybe not at the Met Gala.
I'm
Maybe
not giving
that should
But
have
I do
been
have to
her
say,
tour outfit.
a lot of people were wearing this kind of burgundy color, and I'm liking it. I'm
Okay.
actually liking it.
Yeah, I do really like the color too. I don't know if that's, if that was picked because it's Louis Vuitton and they kind of do
That
kind of
brownish
like
kind of.
browns and nudes and things like that. Yeah, so that's Sabrina Carpenter. Next, we have Miss Lisa Mandabal. She is a singer from the K-pop group
Yeah.
Blackpink, and she is an actress on White Lotus. So again, Pharrell dressed her for Louis Vuitton. So we have, of course, the Louis bag. We've got Louis stockings. I can't really see the detail on the jacket, but
I
it's
think it's
Louis
beaded
also. Okay, it's
and
beaded.
embroidered. It's
Okay.
embroidered.
And then on her panties, and I don't know if you could see it, if you could make it out, but that's Rosa Parks embroidered
Well,
on the
she and
panties.
That's why
Pharrell
they
came
said it
out
was
and said that it was not.
Right. It wasn't
Okay.
confirmed that it was Rosa.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
I picked this because I came across an Instagram video
It said
where
it was disrespectful.
this one lady was like, "Why is Rosa Parks on your poom?" Like, and I was like, "Okay, let me see this. Let me look up this look."
In what
And
way
so
was
I
it supposed to
zoomed
be a
in.
photo of Rosa Parks allegedly, or what?
It's like you can
No, it's a
kind of
lot of
make out a
different. It's a
face.
lot of different women if you
Yes.
see that close up.
Yeah.
But
So
apparently, the person who designed this, these are people from his life. It's his
Yes.
grandmother, his aunts, his cousins.
now, Divas, would you feel honored if somebody
No,
designed a
not
pair
on
of
somebody's
panties and put you
undergarment.
on there?
No.
Yeah, because when they do a close up of the front too, I mean there are faces like the woman said right there on her coochie. So yeah, no. The jacket to me is beautiful. When you look at it up close, it's really pretty. But to me, this look is like I don't care for it.
Now the faces in the
Yeah.
jacket you can see the faces that's decent and creative, but not here.
I don't know that there are faces on the jacket.
Right here, girl. Right, you see this face?
I
right
think
here?
I don't know that's a face. I think that's just how the detail comes together.
No. If
I don't think those are supposed to be faces.
girl,
Yeah.
what's that? See the
Oh, now I see it.
Those are definitely faces.
Okay. Because that was gonna be my question. I'm like, okay,
Okay, we see it. At least
if the
She was gonna
If the-
prove
if
Oh,
the
now,
detail,
now she know how to
right.
but-
Didn't know
now
how
she know to zoom.
right. But we tried to look at pearls over there before. She was like,
exactly.
I was like,
She
can
do
you zoom
nothing.
in?
Okay,
Thank
let me go back
you.
to the pearls.
No, we good. We good.
Okay.
We good.
We'll handle it in post production.
Okay.
But we have
Oh,
each other.
jeez.
Can we move the arrow from right in her ass cheeks though?
There's
So-
like the emotion was like, okay.
So
Can we
Alicia,
just change the
Alicia
picture now?
answered,
Just
but
next photo. Can
do
we
y'all think is it a little disrespectful
next.
to
Thank you.
put somebody
Let Aunt Marnita
Hey,
answer
on your butt?
ask her question now.
No,
Sorry,
it's art.
Marnita.
I don't think it's disrespectful.
Well, see, we got another point of view. That's why I'm asking.
Art.
I just think it's nice on the jacket part, but not on the underwear part. So yeah.
And that's
She looks
what I was
amazing
thinking.
though. She really does.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's giving like a Catwoman look. And
Yeah,
I
I
don't
like
the
this
bag.
look.
I don't like the bag either.
Not one of my favorites, but I like it.
Yeah, they're really
Okay.
trying to shove Louis Vuitton down our throats, ain't they? No,
Yeah, we're doing all this Louis Vuitton. Like,
Well,
right?
no, because that was
design.
it was a common thread. It was a common thread.
She was one of the first people to arrive.
Diana Ross. So
It gave drama.
She
She
probably
had
had to go to bed early.
8 dudes holding
quit
her.
it, Marnie, to quit it now.
coat.
Yes, so I have notes on that. Thank you. So Diana Ross, this was one of the looks that I really liked. I will say I didn't care too much for the dress, but the cape and seeing the cape from the back and seeing the detail of it. Train. It's a 18-foot long train. Yes, it took 5 men to carry it. And on the train she has stitched the name of all of her children and her 8 grandchildren. So she calls it her forever family cape.
Her son was her date. It was so cute.
Yeah, and Diana Ross said that was the only reason she went. I think she hasn't gone since 2000, 2003 or something like that to the Met Gala. And her son was like, hey, you got to go. So she says this was a last minute look. I don't know what a last minute look is for
Right.
her.
This possibly be a last minute look.
Thank you.
I don't know if
Like,
this cape was
on the
hanging out.
weekend, What?
And
I
she was
think
like,
what I
"Oh,
read
yeah."
is it was a last minute decision for her to actually go.
Right. Last minute decision, but
This could not have been a last minute look.
But that's why
Somebody
I'm
was wearing
Last
this.
minute.
that's why
last
I'm saying,
minute
like, I don't
for
know what last
styling
minute is to
means
her.
Yeah, I
like
think
different.
somebody was wearing this. It was a last minute that it was Diana, maybe.
but the cape has her family's names in it.
Yeah,
So
but
that's what I'm
that
saying.
might not take too long to
you know, so I don't know.
Last minute for the deadline, meaning.
Yeah. So I don't know, because she's on tour. I didn't realize that she's on tour, but her son convinced her to go. Speaking of her son, we have a picture of Diana Ross and her son.
Oh wait, no, I didn't know you had.
Oh wait a minute, I'm so sorry, I forgot the cape. That's
it was so dramatic live when it was happening. It was unbelievable.
And then you can kind of see the stitching of the names.
Oh, I see the
as we
names.
talked about.
Oh, wow,
So it's like a family tree. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Marnita, you know that wasn't no last minute look.
Right.
That's why I'm like, did you have this in your closet? She's like, let me get my forever family cape.
Right.
From 1972.
Yes, exactly. So yeah,
Aww.
that was beautiful. I didn't really care for the rest of her dress. I mean, that looked like a any given Tuesday for her.
And I'm disappointed in Evan Ross's outfit. What the heck?
But it's real Evan Ross, is it not?
I was like, it kind of is.
It's
him.
on brand.
Yeah, he's kind of rock and
Everybody's
roll.
showing
On trees. It's
brand.
a Tuesday again, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, he had this in his closet
Because
too.
Evan is a dandy. Some of these men
Yes.
were saying it's a Tuesday because they're actual dandies.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not hating on it at
Like
all.
this is what they do.
Although the front of it makes it look like he has 2 droopy boobies, but you know.
Right, cover your cleavage. But yeah, I'm getting a little Michael Jackson kind of feel vibes from this with the
Annie, are you okay?
the stripe
Right?
on there. Yeah. So that was cute that they were together. And then that brings me to, we got to talk about Miss Tracy Ellis Ross. She's wearing Marc Jacobs. This is one of those outfits. I think it's all about the angles. So this is a picture of her getting ready in her hotel room, and I thought this was a great angle from the front.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, there's no pictures. I didn't see any pictures of her on the carpet from the front. So now this picture, I'm not feeling it. I'm like, it just looks too bulky, but again, this doesn't look like they caught her at a great moment. It looked like she's in the middle of saying something.
I'm trying to find like what you're saying, the angle in which I would like it.
You didn't like
I
the
haven't
front
quite
angle?
found.
And I'm not a fan of wearing
That
shades of pink, like pink, red, the
Okay.
family.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, the combination. I don't. Yeah.
I feel like this is
I
very
remember.
editorial now that I look at
Yeah.
it. Like it's got to be photographed for me from one angle because
Correctly.
the rest of it is just like, oh,
I'm
girl.
thinking maybe from the friend, and if she, like you said, it should have been one of those things that because of the material and how that material is and how bulky it is, you have to be at a certain angle and pose a certain way so that you can maybe
Right.
appreciate it.
Right, and
That
that's why I
doesn't
think
work
it's
for the Met
editorial.
Gala
And that's
because you're going up those stairs and you're
exactly, and you don't know who's photographing
shot
you
from all
when.
angles.
So that's why I'm like, it would look great in a magazine where it's like you can control. This is how you
Well,
shoot.
this is one she had to go up the stairs sideways.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
It's terrible. It's awful.
Yeah, it wasn't a hit for me.
To me,
Right.
it looks like you didn't finish tailoring it. It just looks very bulky.
Mhm.
It's dreadful. Get it out of here.
And that's another big bulky back. Maybe Marc Jacobs was into that right this season. Maybe
Marc
that
Jacobs
his
was
thing.
just tearing everybody up, making everybody look terrible. I can't believe what he did to Rihanna.
Yeah, I can't believe she accepted that stupid outfit though. That's the worst tragedy of all.
And Tracy Ellis Ross usually looks amazing too.
Right.
You're right. You're right.
Maybe she
Yeah,
should have went with the
surprised.
designer that did a mama.
Or just worked with a mama.
Who's next?
So next we got Miss Tiana Taylor. Another Marc Jacobs. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
But
See what I mean?
she was styled though by Ruth E. Carter. And I have to say, when I first Antrese, when you first sent the text about the theme,
Yeah.
I automatically thought about Ruth E. Carter, and I was like, she's a costume designer for those who are not hip to Ruth E. Carter's work. She's worked on many movie sets. She worked on Malcolm X, where they wore the zoot suits, this is what Tiana Taylor is wearing, is a zoot suit. Ruth E. Carter also worked on Black Panther. She worked on the newer Coming to America. The part 2, but
Yeah.
I know that wasn't it didn't do great, but it had great costumes. In my
I
opinion.
know that her heels were high.
Yeah,
It
so
was
we got
actually one
Tiana.
of the people interviewing on the red carpet.
Yeah, she
So we got to
was.
see Tiana all night long in this.
Yeah.
This look is horrible. I hated it.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
I don't like it either. I was gonna say I like it individually, but the color combination ain't it.
Well, she was the color combination. Tiana Taylor was also referencing her song of 2018 called "A Rose in Harlem." Like, so I know.
Oh yeah,
Tiana
because that's why it
Taylor,
says Harlem on it. Okay.
yeah, it says Harlem. She's the Rose in Harlem. So I know her album. I feel like her album didn't go very far, but
Right.
this is obviously a song that was very probably important to her, Tiana Taylor, because she did this song. She a couple years ago did some Nike shoes, a Nike collab, Rose in
Yeah,
Harlem.
I remember that.
But we're
She's
here
using
for
that
fashion
as-
and it's not giving that.
But I appreciate that she used that as a reference, and then
But she should realize that there's other colors of roses too besides the red.
but she's a red rose in Harlem. I'm not mad at the color. I'm not
I
mad at
think
the
she
color at
looks
all.
crazy. She looks like
It's
a cartoon character.
there is a lot going on, but I'm not mad at the color.
Okay.
I think she went big because it's Met Gala. I like the look. I like the look. Y'all making me second guess it, but I like the look. And just gotta say, Tiana did not bring any Chick-fil-A this year. Last year we did the video about her bringing Chick-fil-A to Met Gala.
I'm surprised she got
They
reinvited.
had caviar on cornbread.
They had that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That does not
I
sound
wonder how that
good.
was. Yeah, but she didn't bring any Chick-fil-A, but I think that stunt might have paid off for her because she had a partnership with Wingstop where she did a video of her getting ready, and then she's like, "Oh, I have my Wingstop," and it was like
That's a
Wingstop partner, and then she did
mistake.
another one with Grubhub. So I was like, I guess the brands was like, okay, let's jump on this little trend, or jump on this little stunt that she did. So that's Miss Tiana Taylor. And then the last look that I want to bring up is Damson Idris. So Damson Idris is a an actor, and he apparently has a movie coming out called F1 where he plays a race car driver. So I really like the way that they pulled inspiration from that. He showed up in an F1 race car. He showed up in the race car outfit with the blinged out Tommy Hilfiger helmet. He's wearing Tommy Hilfiger, and then he disrobed. They had him he had some people pull the F1 suit off of him to show this suit below. So I thought that was really cool. I thought it was a really good look. It's simple, but it's really dapper. It's really dandy. But like,
Oh,
what
wait a
y'all
minute,
think?
Marnie. The bias is showing. So this is simple and dapper, but the other suits earlier that were simple was too simple.
It's something. Maybe it's my bias towards red. I don't know. It's
looks
something
nice.
about the details of the suit, and then having that under the whatchamacallit disrobing, and it might be like the way he's standing there with the helmet. I don't know. I
You
really
turned
like
on, basically, is what I was getting from all that talk right there.
You said I'm turned off.
Yes, so it's something about him. I don't know.
No,
He's
I said the other.
handsome, but,
I said the other one
he
was a
looks
kitty.
nice. He looks
I
nice.
said the other
I
one
like the
dude was a
vest.
kitty. I think
Mhm.
I like the vest too. I think it's just. I think for me it was the whole presentation.
Vibe, yeah.
Like, oh shoot, like, oh, you took that whole, which I'm sure the producers of the movie and stuff were, behind this, or who's ever in charge of promoting the movie. And I'm like, oh, that's a cool way to, because I probably wouldn't have known about the movie otherwise.
I wouldn't either. Shoot, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Regé Jean Page did the red look better than this for me. The guy from Bridgerton.
Oh, okay. I knew
You gotta.
it was
I
one
liked
of them
it,
that
but
looked
it
like that.
was.
Okay.
I didn't like it like that. I like this better, actually.
You like this one better than Regé Jean's?
Let's see Ray J. Jones then. Let's see.
Yeah, Patrice, I know you got some looks for us, so go ahead.
She was waiting. Let's go.
I know.
Now she's smiling.
Mhm. Cause she just hated it. Can we go on to the next?
It is over. So this was one of my number one looks.
Oh, not me.
I really like
This looks
this.
regular. This looks regular.
I
Auntie. Why is this number one?
This is Louis Vuitton, Marnita's favorite designer.
Okay, I did not realize this was Louis. Okay, I am actually feeling the Louis Vuitton looks.
She's done so much better. And this
I just thought it was, but if you guys don't think it goes with the theme?
I was gonna say,
I
with
like
the
the
theme.
hat.
Yeah.
She could have did better with the hat. I like the suit on her. I'm not downing that. She looks beautiful, but she could have done better. I mean,
Now remember, the note was tailored to you.
oh, stop.
Stop.
Right.
No,
Yes.
Mama hit that.
Yeah.
And the hat, to me, it just looks like the 70s, and she needed like a,
But she was I don't know if you remember what her reference was on Trees, but
I don't. What was it? I never got to hear her speak.
It might have been Dorothy Dandridge.
This is giving me Faye Dunaway. This is giving me Bonnie and Clyde, 70s.
Yeah.
But this is the outfit that I told you. Her and the actress, her name is Anna Sawai,
she wore one like this too.
Sawai. They had the same, almost the same look.
Okay, so another look I loved was Miss Coco Jones.
I do like this.
Nice.
Yeah.
Isn't this
Like those
gorgeous?
details.
It was pearls down. I
It's
just thought she
beautiful.
looked beautiful, and with that ponytail, and it was like layered. I just thought this was stunning.
The pants are
and
beautiful.
again on theme, because I mean, tailored to you. You can do it. You can be loose with it, but it was a menswear theme.
There we go.
So,
Next photo is what I'm talking.
having the menswear, like
Right.
she hit it. Yeah, and then the next one.
Yeah, I love when the women took the menswear and then elevated it to
Yes.
a bomb goddess look. And so this is Miss Jodie Turner Smith.
Right here.
Oh, I like this.
I
one.
love it. You see, if what's her face had Zendaya wore a hat like this, then I would have been like,
Hey.
okay. You see
But
what
But
I'm
I feel like
Zendaya
Zendaya was
had
doing
with-
more of
with
that like
her.
70s Halston
Yes.
style.
Yeah.
And I was not feeling it.
But this hat is not giving you Charlie and chocolate.
It
Factory?
is. Now that you say it.
You're just saying that because her skin tone is so close to the color of burgundy that she's wearing. That's why.
No, I'm
I
saying
just
'cause
feel like she looks like a statue.
she does. Yeah.
But I agree with Maria. That hat does look like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but it's still
But it's
goes,
giving
it goes with the
everything.
outfit,
Thank you.
yeah.
Look at her pose. Look at her mouth. Like she's just giving it. And this is embossed. The whole jacket is embossed.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And who is this again? Who's the designer? Oh, Burberry.
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 Okay.
Because
I was thinking about we were talking about that color being used, but that's
Yeah.
also a very Burberry like color.
Yeah.
And it looked gorgeous going up the stairs. It looked gorgeous when she turned to the left, to the right. I mean, Mama was just working
You
that.
see how her sleeves are very tailored? Tracy Ellis Ross should have had tailored sleeves like that.
Well, she should have
See how
tailored
that waist is
everything.
snatched, even though there's a
Yes.
lot of material,
Right.
it's proportion.
Yes.
Love
She
it.
looks
Okay.
beautiful. She looks beautiful.
Okay, so we already did Diana.
But we didn't get a good look at the dress.
Of the dress. This is
Yeah.
the dress. Somebody, Joe, you said you didn't like the dress?
I don't think there was much to it.
I was like, the dress is just it just looks like something normal again, like something she has worn, and maybe that's where it was. I'm like, maybe the dress was something she already had. That's something I would expect to see her on stage in.
I feel like she went understated with the dress because the coat was the moment.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And I like the hat. It's
I
like
love
the
the hat.
derby.
I love the hat. Giving showgirl.
Yeah.
Okay, we already did him. He was one of my favorites, Sir Lewis.
Do we have a close up of the brooch? We're
See?
talking about the brooches.
Oh, the brooch?
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah.
The brooches were nice. And he's very
And he was so elegant in his speech and such a gentleman. Like
yes, he's well groomed.
a great host. Okay, this is who I was talking
Oh,
about. Right.
yeah. I'm not loving this.
See, I told you I
It's
like
big red to me. It's too much.
Yeah. It's I like red, but it's
It look like a regular
bright.
Wednesday. Like I see him a similar suit some other day. You know what I mean? As far as the
Yes,
style and
big feet.
Do we know who did the suit?
I don't know who did this.
I don't know, but I'm not feeling it.
Wait,
I like the burgundy.
yeah, it's too all red. He should have added something
Broke
else.
it up with a
Yeah,
black shirt or something.
right. Looking like Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid, red flavor.
Right.
Not the Kool-Aid. I just think he is so handsome. He can
And
go
that's
wrong
why
for
you
me.
like it.
Right.
He said he could break through my
Like-
wall anytime.
Oh
He can go
no!
Just
wrong.
like Juanita.
Oh my! Clutch the pearls.
Oh, here's Bad Bunny.
Yes.
I didn't understand the bowling bag.
Yeah,
Like,
what's up with this look?
Are we going bowling after this? What's up?
Well, he said this was a homage to the Puerto Rican dandy.
Okay.
Has Afro roots.
Yeah.
Puerto Ricans, a lot of them consider themselves Afro-Latino. But I think when I heard him speak about it, it was about, that guy, that working class man who works hard all week. And then when there's an event on the weekend, he's going to put that thing on and show out. So I think he was trying to embody a working man who dresses. So maybe he's going to the bowling alley. I don't know.
The only part I liked about it, which when he talked about, the everyday man, was the hat. Because that's the first thing I saw. And I was like, okay, I know where you got the hat from. But that's the only part that I like. The rest, I'm like, okay, I mean, I like the brooch on the lapel, okay, but I'm not.
This was Prada.
Yeah,
I think this is Prada.
I like the suit, but it's it just seems regular.
And I don't know, the
I
pants.
kind of like the gloves.
The pants make him look like he needs a faja, like he's got a little lump there.
Oh my gosh.
Aw, he ain't got no love.
I like Mr. Bunny. I think he like
Why
and
you
the
gotta
queen. The queen.
You like this?
I
No,
love
come
it.
on, Antrese.
down.
Okay, Antrese, this to me is again another Tuesday, and it's not even like this is what she wears all the time to every gala. Like it's the same
Silhouette. I felt like we said that last year.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Kim Kardashian.
Now I do like the leather.
disagree.
I like this alligator look. I do like that. But I wish she would have done like if they made it a suit or I don't know, or even
little
if
something different.
if they did this silhouette dress, but then they did the cape big, like they would do in the 50s, like Lucy would wear, or I think that's the 50s.
I get you.
But I don't know. And
I
then she
love
got
that
the-
it's black. I love that it's leather. I feel like she's given us Mac Daddy down. I loved the swag she had. Like I just feel like she just embodied the look of a
You
certain
just biased.
individual. I feel
I
she
like
felt,
the
and
pearl,
then it's
chain.
tailored to perfection.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something about it I don't like. I like the shape of the top where it, especially that where it comes off the shoulder, kind of does that. But it was something about the whole look together. I don't know if it was the gap in the middle. It was just something about it was off to me. And I don't know, like if it's just the same silhouette that we've always been seeing, or I'm like, do something different. I don't know. Maybe if that was that top with the pants, like with like a nice flowy pants or something like that to give a little juxtaposition, a little texture.
It has plenty
I
of
don't know.
texture now. Come
No,
on.
I mean different textures. It does have plenty of texture, like the same texture. Maybe
The
something.
crazy thing
switch
is,
it up.
being all in black, she popped because nobody else went this direction. You know what I mean? Like everybody else was, and then she came through right before Rihanna. Like
I'm
I said,
just
like a
hearing
Mac Daddy.
bias is all I'm
Thank
hearing.
Oh no,
you. Thank
That's all
you.
I'm hearing.
And
That's all I'm hearing.
Next, I'm going to
And
do
who
what
is
she did to everybody
Beyonce
else.
wearing it,
Next.
she'd be happy
Wait.
too and saying she's looking fabulous.
Do we know who she's wearing?
Chrome Hearts.
It's called Candy
Okay.
Heart or something, or
Oh, okay.
Chrome Hearts.
Chrome
Yeah,
Heart.
it's an
Okay.
LA
Chrome,
based.
Oh, okay.
I do like the
Oh.
pearl chain. I did say that.
Chrome
So
Heart,
I
yeah.
like that.
Sorry.
Because she usually goes with a big designer and she didn't.
Right. That's what I was like, who?
Yeah. So oh, this was my favorite.
Oh, Haley
I
Berry.
like this one.
I did
I
not
know.
like this one.
I liked it.
I liked it too. It was kind of cute and classy.
You know, they made fun of it and they said it was they compared some of the gala outfits to the National Women's Soccer League, and she was one of them.
I can okay with the stripes. I can see that.
I don't know if you guys can see. Mama is 58.
I like her cooch cat.
She's almost 60 and she's naked under there.
Yes, we can see
I'm not
that.
hating it. I'm not hating on that, but I'm not feeling it. And I don't care for her hair. Like I wish she would have did like her little pixie that she did back, though and maybe that would have made me like it a little bit more, but I'm not feeling this.
No, I loved it.
Yeah, I do like it. It's cute.
And like I said, it's different. Okay.
Yes.
Who did we say that was?
This is Gigi.
Josephine Baker.
Josephine Baker, yeah.
So you guys like this?
No.
I don't. Nope.
No.
I kind of do. I do and I don't. I can't put my finger on it. I like the color. Maybe it's the way
Please tell
that
me
it-
you have the number one dressed person on this reel. Countries.
who
Tell me.
is to you with the number one dress?
Janelle Monáe. Come on.
I didn't
I didn't love
like
it.
I hated it.
Oh
I didn't love it.
God, y'all.
But can I just tell you why I chose this dress?
Mhm.
Because I heard Gigi speak, and her inspiration for this was the designer Zelda Wynn Valdez.
Mhm.
I immediately got on my phone and looked her up, and she was a major Black female designer. She started out as a seamstress, worked through houses, and she designed for Ella Fitzgerald, for Billie Day, for Dorothy Dandridge, later for Gladys Knight. I mean, she designed for everybody, and this was the style that she loved. She loved to give like Hollywood glam and goddess, and so that was Gigi's inspiration.
Yeah, and I really appreciate her staying on theme in more ways than one.
Well, she looked pretty and I learned something. And I also chose
Oh my
Kendall
God.
Jenner.
How could you be doing this to Marsha? I expected so much
Can
more
I
from
tell
you
you
tonight.
why I chose Kendall? I did not.
Please tell us why.
I did not love the look. And I was like, Kendall, what are we doing here, honey? This is a little dull, it's a little boring, it's a little dry. But Kendall's inspiration was Gladys Bentley, who was a Harlem Renaissance singer.
Okay.
Who was the original, basically Janelle Monáe. Gladys would always wear tuxedo.
But you didn't put the Janelle Monáe outfit in there.
I didn't like Janelle Monáe's outfit, and I don't really care for her
Now
style.
you was complaining about Marnita's history, and
but I love this because she was the first singer to do gender bendery type looks, and so Kendall was inspired by that. And
okay, I like that we keeping with the historical references.
Yeah, they came with the theme, and look, Mama looked great at the after party.
Okay, I like. I think I like
Let me
this
find
outfit
out you
better.
on their payroll.
That was the after party look.
That does.
She is on their payroll.
I would have preferred her wear that to the, like this. The hat is like everything. Like beautiful.
Okay, that's it for me.
I didn't even. Oh my God,
I didn't like Janelle.
I sat here for how much hours, and that's what y'all got to give me.
Right.
I wish I could pull up some pictures.
Like Janelle. It was Janelle Monáe doing Janelle Monáe. What was interesting about that look?
What was interesting? Did you not see the monocle that was connected to the hat? Like
to her hat.
OMG! Like
did you
now, I wasn't happy. But the thing is, I wasn't happy about the colors because it was giving Queen of Hearts.
Yes. That part.
Something.
That's
but I like the.
Did you see her after party look, Janelle Monáe? It was in the same. It was keeping in the same vein, but it was even less close. I liked her after party look. It was very clubby, but that same thing. So I appreciate that she had a theme. When I first saw her, I saw her before they did the unveiling, and I was like, "What is this?" And then they did the unveiling, and I was like, "Okay, this looks better." But not one of my favorites. I wanted to put Miss Lauryn Hill just because she showed up, and we don't usually see
wasn't
her
like a green or lime green.
It was like Lauryn Hill had yellow.
Yellow, okay.
Yellow, yeah. And
Nicki Minaj, did you like it? She looked like a couch coming at you.
Yeah, I didn't like
Nicki. Cardi B looked like a couch.
I didn't like Nicki Minaj, and I didn't like Cardi B's either.
Cardi B looked like the couch.
I didn't really like Meg the Stallions until I saw that she was.
I liked hers.
She was influenced by, I think it might have been Josephine Baker or something. There was a picture, and the hair was very influenced by.
I thought Meg was
and so I was like, okay. I think what it was for me was, I was like, oh, she's just wearing a dress. Like, she didn't embody the style until I saw the reference photo, and I was like, oh, okay, she did embody the style, just from a female perspective, from a female reference. So, yeah. Any other looks that y'all want to talk about?
No, y'all didn't.
Alicia looks over it.
Well, you're talking about things that we can't see right now. So,
but did you watch it?
And I ain't put
no.
Or
how
did
long
you
was
see
that
something
thing? 5 hours?
What y'all put up?
Or did you
about
see
3
something? It's like
I loved every second of it though.
For me, it's been all over my feed. Like I wasn't able to watch it, but the looks kept showing up on my feed. So that's why I kind of was like, oh, I really like this. And then, like I said, once I got into the history, I think this is one of the times where I really understood the theme. Other times I'm like,
Can we just give Anna Wintour her flowers? I mean, she is really that girl.
Thank you.
She keeps coming up with these ideas year after year and staying on the edge and trying to be, to be inclusive and think out of the box. I mean, I just think you have to give it up to her.
Yeah, no. These are one of the things that you look forward to. I mean, I think it has gotten so big now, that it's just, this is one of the things, like, when you say the Oscars, like, this is what you're looking forward to.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that was great. Entourage, drop down in the comments. Let us know what you think. Let us know who your favorite looks of the night were. Let us know if we missed any historical references. Let us know who your worst dressed of the night was. That's about it. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see y'all about next week.
Deuces.
Good night.